The Tigers defeated Mount St. Mary's 9-5 in their second game of the season. Head coach Nadelen and I will review the Tigers' win on today's episode of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Lacrosse Report starts now.
Or is this the high? Just let it go, enjoy the ride. Without the low, there ain't a high.
AT&T knows the best kind of holiday is the kind where everyone gets what they wished for. Make this holiday extra happy when you buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones. Like the Samsung Galaxy S6. Buy one, get one free. So spread some cheer and capture every minute of it. Right now at AT&T, buy one, get one free on our most popular smartphones.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? Days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? All of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. The step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. How long to change the game of basketball? 1 second or less.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and is locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl and chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello and welcome to the Tiger Lacrosse Report, filmed inside the Towson Sports Network studios in CQ Arena. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. The Tigers faced off with the Mount this past Saturday here at Johnny Unitas Stadium and took the W by a score of 9-5. Let's take a look at the highlights from Towson's 10th straight win over the Mount.
Standing in little hesitation there as he pulls back outside, finds Mike Lynch. Mike Lynch fires a shot and goal. Mike Lynch from deep puts the Tigers up 1-0, 8:22 to go in the first. St. Mary's picking up the pace. They're behind the net to Hojnowski. Hojnowski had an opportunity. He takes it out. A shot on, squeaks through Tyler White's legs. That one rolled through and a goal. 1-1, 4:23 to go. Drenner behind the cage. Spins, fires and scores. Ryan Drenner puts the Tigers up 2-1. 13:32 to go in the second. Plaza behind the cage. Lobs it over to Parks. Now to Sider. Sider, shot on and scores. Joe Sider makes it 4-1. 3:26 to go in the second. Makes his way, now finds McCarty. McCarty dumps it inside. Drenner, shot on and scores again. Ryan Drenner. 5-1, 2:56 to go on their clear attempt, and here comes Mount St. Mary's as they find the back of the net quickly. Hojnowski finds it. 5-2, 1:43 to go in transition.
Gorman there, but that ball should have been handled by Lynch, unfortunately for the Tigers.
Hojnowski bounces a shot in between Tyler White's legs and scores. 5-3, 10 seconds remain in the second.
Bleachers here at Unitas Stadium, it can make it tough to kind of blend in.
Tyler Young blasts one home. Sorry to cut you off, Hunter.
You're good to go.
7-4, 5:09 to go in the third. Behind the net is Short. Short Goes far side. Now up top. Lohman, a shot and goal, beating Tyler White low and outside. 7-5 our score now. 13:30 to go in the fourth. Gets it out to Parks. Parks, cross over to Young. Young, a fake right, goes left. Gets it over to McCarty. McCarty in front to Lynch. Lynch a fake and a goal. Mike Lynch puts the Tigers up 8-5 with 9:02 to go in the game.
Tigers were on the shot clock, but the shot clock turned off, I guess, during that timeout.
Drenner spins, shoots, and bounces one home in a wide open net, bringing our score to 9-5 with under a minute to go.
The Tigers got a hat trick from junior Ryan Drenner and 2 goals each from redshirt freshman Ian Kirby and junior Mike Lynch. Towson is now 2-0 on the season and moved up to number 13 in the national polls. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Tigers, Sean Nadelen. Coach, another week, another hat trick. First week, Joe Sider. Second week, Ryan Drenner. I guess that's good for you because teams now can't just say, hey, Sider's the main guy. There's other guys that can do it.
You hope that's the case. You hope those guys continue to capitalize on their opportunities. That's really what it comes down to. You know, when a guy gets a chance to be able to put the ball in the back of the net or, you know, create an opportunity for his teammate. And, you know, Joe in the first game had a good game along with Spencer. And then, you know, Ryan did well against the Mount. So, you know, the attack unit's done, you know, some pretty good things the past two games.
You look at the Mount St. Mary's game, kind of slow starting. It was 1-1 at the end of the first quarter. Then you guys picked it up a little bit. What caused you to come out maybe a little flat on Saturday?
I don't know if across the board it wasn't our best game. I know our guys and us as coaches were a little disappointed in kind of how the outcome, you know, got to that point. We're glad that we won. You know, we knew Mount was going to be a tough challenge. You know, I don't think there was really anything other than maybe lack of focus, you know, with regards to our offensive output and opportunity to get it past their goalie. Their goalie's played well against us the past 2 years, so credit to him. He did a good job with that.
He had great numbers all last year.
He did. He's a good goalie and kind of deceptive. You know, he's a smaller kid, but does a good job, you know, stopping the ball. He's got deceptive hands, and you know, we need to understand how to shoot better against him, and we didn't do that, especially early on.
Speaking of defense, Tyler White gave up 5 goals this past week. 2 of them were shorthanded. You've given up 7 goals total in the first 2 games of the season. I guess you could say that your defense right now is probably the strong point of the team, wouldn't you?
They're the most consistent right now, and Tyler's a big, you know, part of that. We have great veterans in the defensive end at every spot, close, long stick midi, defensive midfield, where we got a couple of young guys in the mix there as well. But I think the cohesiveness, you know, in that group, the ability that we've been winning some face-offs, so we're not playing maybe as much defense as we have over the course of a game. You know, there's some stretches where we do play a little bit more, so I think that helps. And, you know, our offense has been pretty productive, so that helps as well on the defensive end. But the unit as a group defensively is working well together, and obviously that's an exciting thing for us.
One area that doesn't get talked about is your short stick defensive middies. You've got Jack Adams and Dan Carter that I mean, they're as good as anybody in the country, aren't they?
Jack definitely is. He's really developed into a terrific short stick D midi. Dan is a great system guy. Jack's more of, hey, I'm gonna own my matchup and not really need a slide or not really need too much help. Dan, again, is more of a system guy. And then you got Zach Goodrich, who's come in the fold as a freshman, who you look at Jack, long, rangy, physical. And Zach's right there with him, you know, maybe an inch or 2 shorter, but just as long, just as athletic, just as physical, probably a little bit more skilled offensively. He's already got a goal on the year, a couple shots, you know, plus he faces off. So you got 3, you know, pretty sound guys for us as defensive midfield. Being a former D-midi myself, I really value that position. I love how those guys can continue to help shape our defense and be impactful guys, but to have those 3 guys playing the way they are really helps our defense.
Speaking of Zach and the face-offs, Alec Berkeley assessed his first 2 games.
Struggled against Mercer, but we won the battle. You know, we kind of won the battles afterwards with the ground balls. He did a good job staying engaged there. Against Mount, I thought he did a better job earning the ball out, staying after the ball, getting it and avoiding trouble. It was probably a better game for him against Mount, even though their guy got a couple clean ones against him. he was still able to control the majority of the draws coming out of the face-off. So first 2 games, he's done pretty well. Huge test coming up this week, though.
It will be a huge test coming up this weekend, and that will do it for today's edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Check out TowsonTigers.com or the Towson Tigers on YouTube on Friday, where Coach Nadelen and I will preview the Tigers game against the Hoyas of Georgetown. For head coach Sean Nadelen, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.